We are on offense, absolutely. This is week 4 versus the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. We're going to develop our team with production. Absolutely. We got Zach Wilson at the helm. Very good. Let's start off with a little run. Very nice. Very nice. Here we go. Yes.
The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front.
Let's get Michael Carter going. Absolutely.
Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle makes.
We did make some trades. We did trade Crowder. We got some picks for a few players that really weren't playing that much. Crowder and Keelan Cole. But we got a slew of draft picks for both of them, along with Tevin Coleman. So we did manage to secure our draft. We traded for some players to bring in early, and now we've traded a few players away, along with George Fant as well, to increase our draft. Ton of talent coming out this year in the 2022 draft, and we are building our way.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley.
Nice, Todd Gurley. Absolutely. And at the end of the game, I'll show you all the picks that we acquired.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes
very nice. All right.
A little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized.
Very nice.
You said had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Running game just pounding their way down the field.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league.
Get Barrios and Elijah Moore in there.
Was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Let's see if we can challenge him deep.
Still, to this day,
keep him honest with a pass.
They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Nice, Elijah Moore.
In the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Very nice.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Okay. All right, so we did exactly what we wanted to do. Let's keep it going.
Here's a give to Carter.
Nice touchdown, Michael Carter. Very good. That's 7 on the year. That's going to help him develop. And we got a ton of draft picks coming in, and we're getting this type of production? Absolutely.
That sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Very nice. Let's get that extra point, play a little defense. Let's go. Very nice. Just want to keep that running game going, continue to get some yards through the air. Not put too much on Zach Wilson too early. Later, as the season continues, we'll gradually throw the ball more and more as Zach Wilson gets better. He starts taking hits, he gets inconsistent. Starts putting it all over the place. So I think if we limit his attempts early and help him get better as the season goes along, we'll be able to throw a little bit, a few more passes per game with him as we move along in the season.
Possession led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and third with Tennessee.
Very nice.
No excitement.
All right, here comes Tannehill.
The defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game.
All right.
I know this week has been
We will
because he's been
stay with a base defense.
fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line,
Okay.
how do they get a win?
They are trying to execute with tight ends. All right, they're going to stay in a base offense. We're going to stay in a base defense. I don't think they're coming deep. I think they're coming with a run. Okay.
7 yards there and a first down. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but
we have got to get better with our safeties
they couldn't get him going on the ground.
and our linebackers.
Same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that.
We are not making enough plays in our linebacking core.
They weren't going to make that same mistake.
I'm going to try something a little different.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill.
Got this. Oh, is that a sack?
Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Robert Quinn coming off the edge, free agent signing. Big hit on Tannehill. Yes.
Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Nice. Nice job.
Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go. 3rd and 10, yes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll drop this down to
Very
Peterson.
nice.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up.
Okay, so we were able to cover.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but
I didn't want him just to continuously run. I don't think we can stop their running game while in the nickel, so I cheated with the 4-3, and we made the play. I won't be able to do that all game long, but I took a risk to try to get a stop, and it worked.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern.
See if we can get it out to a two-score lead.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return.
Okay. All right, 22-yard line. Not too bad.
40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. First month of the season, those numbers.
Let's get a little short pass going here with the ability to take a shot.
When you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting.
Not bad.
I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy.
Nice little short pass. Want to get Zach Wilson working a little bit more.
You ready for the challenge? And then they've presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
Well, I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up.
Okay, so there's 50 yards. That's the first 50 yards. 4 for 4 for 50. With Elijah Moore. Elijah just took a lot of hits on that one.
Really impressive draft in 2021. They took quarterback Zach Wilson at 2.
Get Denzel Mims in there.
Elijah Vera-Tucker after they traded with Minnesota at 14.
We're going to just get some short passes going with some options.
With the 2nd pick of round 2. Plenty of targets to go around. A fairly thin receiving core now. And Elijah Moore
Very nice.
Picks up the first down.
Okay, short passing game. Working almost like a running game. Yes.
More yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And Mims just had 23.
See, they are run blitzing, and that's what's making this work.
His career elevates along with the rookie quarterback Zach Wilson, the Jets' number 2 pick overall.
Very nice 10-yard gain. Michael Carter.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A toss left side for Carter.
Oh, okay, they got that stuffed up. They got that stuffed up. Let's go back to the run. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We got Zach Wilson some yards.
Here's Carter.
Very nice. 7 for 57 and a touchdown. Absolutely. This is a perfect first quarter. Perfect first quarter.
Michael Carter reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Corey Davis on the 1. Let's keep him in this defense. Okay, here we go. Spread him out. I was trying to do a hurry up, and we got the touchdown with them spread out. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. 8th touchdown. All right. Starting to get a little somewhere.
2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding.
Nice explosive running back. He is going to grow nicely.
That's what I would call.
He's got the yardage, he's got the touchdowns, and it's early. It's early in this season. And we've got a lot of draft picks after this season. This is going to be great. This is really going to be good. I mean, we've got this set up. We are, with the production we're getting in the running game to set up the pass, this is helping tremendously.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here.
Okay, let's get out there and play some defense. Absolutely. See if we can make some plays here. Out to a 2-score lead.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Very nice. Making plays all over the field. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna try to cover. We're gonna let Ashton Davis work as a corner as we work out of the 4-3. Okay, enough of that. It worked once, didn't work again. All right, let's keep it going. We still have this game well in hand. We're just going to have to, we're going to blitz a little bit here, see if we can get some pressure on Tannehill.
27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because
wow, they blocked. I mean, they blocked us unbelievably. They, man, we got no pressure.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field.
Let's go back to a zone.
You're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Meanwhile,
wow, Julio is tearing us apart.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's all right, though. We got the 2-score lead. We just got to play some solid offense continuously. I knew eventually they would start to score. They are getting some serious ball movement. Yeah, we're just not getting the pursuit from our linebackers and safeties. Our defensive line, they're not getting a push, but they are taking up the blockers. Our linebackers are just not flowing to the football and safeties. We need more athleticism and speed on the field and just pure playmaking ability on defense. That is obvious.
He's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down.
Wow. They are just about to just absolutely. All right, so we're going with a goal line set. Let's do a little 60 pinch. Here we go.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Tannehill.
Okay. They got a touchdown. Let's keep everything going here. Yes.
The Titans have made this a one-score game. There was no going through.
Okay, so they got a touchdown. We're down to a one-score lead. Got to play some offense to stay ahead of them. You know, they do have a lot of weapons with A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. You know, the freight train is out of the Derrick Henry. He's hurt in this game. He's not playing. But we do have Adrian Peterson to contend with. Not what he used to be, but he's still an experienced veteran running back. We're looking good right now from where we're at. We just got to continue to play our game, stay focused, and develop our players. We are playing not just for super huge yardage, but to develop our team as we go. And the more you run the football, to me, it seems like that makes your offensive line better. Your offensive line gets better, you have more time to throw the football. Instead of the defensive line just pinning their ears back and just letting you have it. Okay, so we'll start off with a little run, and then we'll work to some short passing. Very nice. Michael Carter, 9 rushes, 65 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. All right, so let's work with some short passes now and just get some yardage. We got Davis challenging deep, though. We'll keep an eye on Corey Davis. Corey Davis, he might be open. Oh, yes, one-handed catch. Wilson, 8 for 8. That you don't see that on the Jets too often. All that short passing. Only 2 long attempts. He completed them both. The rest of the time, short. Everything short. But on the opportunities that present themselves, you've got to be accurate. And he's gotten the job done in those opportunities. We're going back to the run. Challenge him on the ground a little bit. Very good. Oh! Wanted him to get a little bit more outside on that. Got 5, but it could have been so much more. Okay, there's a first down.
He'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there.
Very nice.
On the ground, they've moved the ball with relative
Okay, we're going to come with a short pass again.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throw left side.
Mims, touchdown. Denzel Mims, absolutely.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will
and now Zach Wilson's got a touchdown pass in this game too. Very nice.
They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments.
Okay, so the offense has continued to score. We're continuing doing everything we wanted to do.
Do they play more zone coverage?
Boom.
Right now, they don't know where to go.
It's up and in there.
Right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
All right, back out to a 2-score lead. Interested to see who gets better after this game. How much we elevated the team. Now, it's not just based on one game. It's going to be season stats. But this is the point of the season where the stats could start to become elevated a little bit.
We'll start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive.
Okay, Tennessee coming out.
It's not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements.
All right, let's make sure that we are blitzing.
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea
Let's blitz.
of what you're trying to accomplish.
We're going to blitz both of these middle linebackers. Let's see if they can block everybody. Okay, now we get a little bit more movement. Okay. Very good. Try to get a sack with Franklin Myers. We're blitzing again. Oh, okay. You hurry the throw, we start to make some plays on defense. Very good. We'll keep them in man for a little while. We'll give our defense another opportunity.
To throw is Tannehill.
Okay. All right. Very good. We won't be able to do that too much. We got the stop this time. We just need more playmaking ability on defense. That's just bottom line. We don't have enough. We are going to need some more playmakers on defense. Now, do I think, being that this defense is extremely young, I definitely think that they're going to get better as the season goes. But if you add more playmakers, you add to the production of the defense, and that'll help people develop as well. We need more playmaking ability, both right on the defensive line and really every level of defense. We just need more. You can't put it all on C.J. Mosley or one player. We need more production. Oh, just kind of got stuck. All right, Wilson's 10 for 10, 157 yards. Nice job.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from
yeah, the drag definitely helps, especially a rookie wide or quarterback.
Running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Very nice catch. Cole Kmet, we acquired through a trade.
Drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's keep these guys going.
Wilson steps away to his left.
Oh no! We needed a slide. We needed a slide, not a fumble. Oh, that was going so well.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful.
Okay, all right, let's go play some defense. Yeah, I was trying to slide on that, and he did not slide. But that's the thing with rookies. They're not as responsive as veterans. But, hey, he won't be. You're only a rookie once, right? We only got to go through one rookie season. And now, yeah, they're going to complete everything. We're not.
To try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you
Mostly hesitated in the hole right there on a blitz. I don't like that.
Try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
No hesitation, guys. Just get there. Absolutely.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard.
We are blitzing again.
2nd and 4. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown.
Okay. All right.
They're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Tannehill to his top target.
Try to take some of this away here. We're going to drop back in coverage, switch up our scheme from a constant blitz to now let's drop back into little cover 4 here. I think they're going to try to score quick.
Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he does this all over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the.
All right, they are working the ball down the field. Oh my!
16 yards there and a first down again. Now Tannehill.
Okay, nice tackle, Ashton Davis. Now Ashton Davis is a player that can definitely help us if he continues to evolve as a player. But he's only one guy. We are going to need. There's a sack. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see.
Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
We're going to need a lot more of that.
He's going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Very good. First sack on the season for Avery, though. And we blitz a lot.
Here's Tannehill. Man open,
nice.
That's Chester Rogers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he
fourth down, though.
Out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13.
Okay.
It'll still lead to a 4th
Let's block that field goal. Here comes. Okay.
And Folt's kick is good.
We still have a 2-possession. It's still a 2-possession ball game. Worked out very nicely.
So the 3 points there, and CD
very good.
Inch a bit closer.
They're going to get the ball back first in the second half. So we're going to have to manage this situation very, very well.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right. Let's get some variety of passing going. Challenge him deep. Continue over the middle. Actually, I'm going to challenge him deep with the tight end as well, just in case they forget to cover somebody, if they have a blown coverage, if they try to roll coverage. I'm going to make sure that we're challenging them in multiple. Oh, they took that. All right, so they're looking to take the short pass away. We can push the ball now. We will try to hit the same area from a different side.
Here's Wilson.
There's Corey Davis. Let's hurry up.
Getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Very nice. Try to get in field goal range. We still have timeouts. Okay, yeah, we didn't want to take our timeouts too early. We still, oh, it's 4th down, no problem.
Third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Oh.
4th down.
Corey Davis is open. He's got it. We'll go ahead and take that timeout. 20 seconds. We're in field goal range, so we can match their field goal, but I would love a touchdown right here.
We'll stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Very nice.
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, they knocked it out of his hands. Okay. Very nice. So we're going to take a few shots.
He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll get this one complete to
okay, so we got a little closer.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd.
Let's see.
3 timeouts.
We'll take a shot here.
With 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Or at least set it up for a shot. If it's not there, we still have a timeout. We'll just manage this timeout and go from there.
Throwing now, Wilson.
It might be there. It's there. It's there. Elijah Moore scored a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. We've got a little quick strike going on.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Very nice. That's big.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
That was a tight throw right there.
I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat.
That was a great throw by
boy.
Zach Wilson.
Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Okay, here we go. That's Elijah Moore's 5th touchdown of the season in week 4.
And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
That should help him develop nicely.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, let's hit him with a little single high, little cover 1.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Oh.
Fighting him off.
Wow, that could have been big. Wow, we dodged a bullet there.
And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds.
Yeah, we're coming with a dime. I think they're going to try something deep, cover 4. Let's try to take all that away. Let's try to get a coverage sack here. Or an interception. Okay, incomplete is good too. End of the second half, or first half. All right, we got a 3-score lead. Tennessee gets the ball first in the second half. We got a lot of football left to play. Okay, we're going to skip to halftime. Very good. Here we go. Yes. Okay, let's get the kickoff going.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All right, now's not the time to be greedy. Now, definitely need some more running yards. Haven't ran the ball as much. We have thrown the ball a little bit more. We need to make sure that we continue. It's easy to get overexcited in the passing game and forget about the run. We don't want to do that. We want to remember what set up those touchdowns, and that is the threat that we could run in a draw situation and be extremely explosive.
The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson.
Okay, running the ball, that's some tough running. Peterson's running the ball great.
3 yards remain for second down. They run again with Peterson.
Nice tackle, Rashad Jones. Yes.
Pick up first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package.
Okay, we're going to blitz a little bit here, see if we can squeeze the sack in.
And it turned into an easy first down conversion. A 10th carry now for Peterson.
Okay, little tackle by committee. Very good, that's what we needed. 2 more plays, guys, 2 more plays.
The more you think that they'll get away from the run, they're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Very, very nice.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He continues to deliver a first down.
Okay, first down.
4 catches in the first half, and this one.
They are coming out 4 wide receivers. They are trying to score. They are showing some urgency. Okay, it's our front 4 against their front 5.
They'll give to Peterson out of the gun.
Oh, they smoked us there. Oh, no, we can't allow him to score like that. No way. Not that fast.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been.
Yeah, we are getting torched on the ground. We need a bigger push from our interior and exterior. We just need more playmakers all the way around. We're not horrible on defense. We can kind of play some bend but don't break defense, but man.
But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short.
Safety stepped up nicely.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up now.
Little single high. I think they're running. I don't think that's even a thing.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues.
Yeah, they're just beating. Their interior offensive line is better than our interior defensive line, and that's just that's just how the ball bounces.
Now we've got movement up front.
Okay, little penalty. All right, give us a little bit of something on defense here.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
All right, let's see if we can get a sack with Franklin Myers.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
Man, Julio Jones and Peterson are just tearing us apart.
And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On second down now, it's Peterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to be a 6-yard gain.
See, we've got to oversell
just a yard to go
to get a little, and if they run behind, it just, oh my. Oh my. Yeah, our interior defensive line just has to be better. We are going to bring in a little bit more size in Damian Harrison. Signed him as a free agent earlier in the season.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin,
let's see if we can. Oh my God, he got pushed right out of the way, but Mosley was able to make the play. Okay, so they're going to try to spread us out. We're going to stay in a 4-3 to see if we can get this stopped. Make a little goal line stand. Oh, I think they moved.
I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Yes. Same player, right tackle.
So
trying to get a jump. Very nice.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on.
There's a penalty. I wonder if there's holding.
So let's see what this is about.
Oh, they're calling roughing the passer. Okay, I didn't even hit the passer, but okay. Because I let off the joystick.
They want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling
okay,
over with
all right.
I don't even know why they asked the side.
Here we go.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a
We've got the lead. Let's hold on to the ball. Let's shorten this game. Let's get out of here with a win. Let's run the ball right down their throat, just like they did to us. 12 plays of just getting hammered. Tennessee is that type of team, though.
The kickoff unit is
they can run the football. There is no question.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
Very nice.
Very
nice. 29-yard line. We'll take that.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
Okay. 12 carries for Michael Carter, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. Not bad at all. Only 114. We haven't ran the football that much. Did a lot more passing. Corey Davis making some blocks. Yes. All right. Michael Carter, 99 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're
Let's get Todd Gurley in.
At their pace. This is ball control football.
We're going to challenge him deep. I'm going to try to make a play here.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure.
Nobody open. Nobody beat anybody.
So he'll throw it away.
Okay, 2nd and 10.
Where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
Get Michael Carter back in there.
It's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down.
All right, well, there's 100 yards anyway, 103. Little 4-yard gain. Very nice.
Play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down. So they were
okay, let's go on a little stretch play.
So to speak, they need to make up some ground, and they did.
Okay. Corey Davis, a nice blocker on the outside. Very nice. That's 116 yards for Michael Carter. 2 touchdowns. Yes.
You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Very nice.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for the out route.
Michael, all right. We got Elijah Moore.
But he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Okay, we're going to hit him with another outside run, see if we can pop another big one. No, cut it back inside. They caught us. They caught us cutting it back against the grain.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for Carter.
Oh, kind of held up there.
It's a 4-yard pick.
That's 122 yards, though. And a couple of touchdowns. We'll get Gurley in there.
And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it. Thank
the
you.
middle is open. Our interior offensive line is doing a good job. The middle is open.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And snapped a few yards shy of
And Gurley getting some production,
To
yes.
convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and
Very
dominating
nice.
right now on this drive.
All right, so we're going to get Michael Carter in the game. See if he can get another touchdown run. Get his third touchdown. That's what we're looking for.
They'll run with Carter.
Ooh.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
Okay. They stopped it once. Well, that's the end of the third quarter.
He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time.
Okay.
No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Production is coming.
Shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Carter again.
All right, Carter with the power. Yes. 3 touchdowns for Michael Carter.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there.
Nice run, Michael Carter. Absolutely.
I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s.
Oh, he missed that one.
When you're guarding your end zone.
Oh, no.
That is off the left upright. It's no good.
Let's hope that doesn't come back on us. All right, let's give Tennessee the ball. I think I'm just going to blitz on this. I'm going to blitz a lot from a lot of different angles. I am trying to get to Tannehill. I am not just allowing them to run the football. I'm going to force them to pass. If they're going to beat us, they're not going to beat us running.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense.
Bring Ashton Davis up.
Pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring.
A.J. Brown making the catch.
That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's tackled
tight end making some plays.
Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
Ooh, that was close. They almost took that for a big gain. That almost got ugly.
Big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, I can put my defensive
Let's take some of that away. Tannehill looks like he wants to throw the football. So,
and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
Let's take some of that away.
Their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
Okay. Pressure finally got there.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that looked like an interception. They turned it into a touchdown. Oh, my.
His first touchdown.
I thought that was an interception.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game.
Okay. All right, we'll get the ball back. We've already got a 100-yard running back. We'll get another one.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Get Todd Gurley going. We'll get some of our backup running backs going. We'll throw the ball a little bit more. We'll elevate our team. And we'll end this game. Well, I don't know about in this drive. That would be a long drive. Very nice.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation throughout the week. It's turned into excellent execution. I mean, the job that they've done up front.
I'm going to let Michael Carter get a little bit,
his nose for the end zone,
a little bit more going.
Now he's looking maybe for a 4th touchdown run. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
We get a hole going, and then it closes quickly.
2nd down.
Here comes Todd Gurley.
Another carry now for Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about.
If the tight end would have kept going up the field,
I gotta think this offensive line has got some,
man, that would have been nice.
And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No! Throw it away! I was telling you to throw it away. Okay. All right. I tried to get a little too cute.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense
all right, let's
that
try
they can get out of any
knock this down the field as far as possible.
Trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
Oh my, that was horrible.
Losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, that was bad. Okay, so they got great field position. Okay, so now all of a sudden this is a game. This is not, so we try to get cute with the passing game, and now this is a game.
First and 10. This is caught. It's Brown.
If they score here, it's a one-possession ball game. And we are going to be running the football with our rookie quarterback at the helm, doing some short passing, just keeping everyone active. Okay, nice job, nice job. A little better.
Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up
very good.
13. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Okay, nice breakup. Defense coming up big now.
Job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They got 4 wide receivers. We're gonna.
On third down.
I don't want to just.
Once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a screen to Powell.
They might go for this. They might try to go for this. No, they are going to kick this field goal. That goes in our favor. That really just helped. I guess they figure they're going to go for 1 score and then try to get the other one. We're going to try to make sure they don't get the ball back unless we score again.
So they need
very good.
To get back
all
in the
right.
game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get
down
it
it.
Done.
Absolutely. Let's not take any unnecessary risks. Let's get out of here with a win.
A takeaway.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Okay, very good. Let's get Todd Gurley going. Let's get the veteran helping us close this game out.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Very nice.
Is the pickup there and the drive starting.
That's exactly what we wanted Todd Gurley to do. Wanted him to give a little stiff arm there, but he wasted a little too much time switching hands. Now we've got the right hand. Okay.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Okay. Well, 17-yard gains will definitely help us out. Absolutely.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles.
Okay, another big run. 7 carries, 71 yards. Yes. That is what we are looking for. Absolutely.
What we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through. If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
We're going to, if it's working, we are going to, okay, all right, yeah, they're ready for it. They're waiting for it. All right, I wanted to make them stop the run, burn a little bit of clock, and continue on. We'll hit them with another little short pass, a little flanker. Yep, we've ran this play before. It's worked plenty of times. Oh, knocked it out of the hands. Elijah Moore.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Moore gets the first down. Yes.
First down, but I see the closed fist of the referee.
4th and inches. And it's the 2-minute warning. We are going for this. We're not even, that's not even a question. We are going for this. We've ran the ball very well today. We're going to get this.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley.
Very nice, Gurley.
Have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Okay, we're getting close to a touchdown. I want to make sure Michael Carter gets those touchdowns, though.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right. Very nice.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Okay.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought
9 yards.
Second and right.
Very nice.
Yard. Whistles now in a timeout.
Titans are now taking timeouts.
They burn it here with 1:51 left.
They only got one left. We're about to get a first down.
It's 2nd and 1.
And yes, we will score that touchdown. We will not just sit on this game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter,
Very nice.
3-yard touchdown run.
40-27. About to add another extra point. Very nice. Now let's actually kick this extra point. Let's make sure we don't. All right. Very good. Was going to the left a little bit. Got a little bit scared there, but we've got it. We have it. Absolutely. 1:49 left. Let the defense play some ball. And let them go. Yes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Try to get an interception.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately
very nice.
Get this
very
out
nice.
To the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now Tannehill and the Titans
come out in the dime. Play some cover 4.
46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
See if Myers can get Franklin Myers, get him a sack.
Tannehill to throw.
Got some.
Stiff-armed him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
All right. Titans are in a hurry up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Okay, incomplete. That stops the clock. 3rd and 6.
Sheriff struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incomplete.
Nice tackle in the open field.
They're going to try and keep
4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. We get it. We get it back. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Now it's time to see if we can get a quick score. You know, Zach Wilson, he's got 250 yards passing. Let's see what production we can get. Yeah, they expected to run. They were sitting there waiting on it. We weren't going to get any kind of big plays.
As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, they're still taking timeouts. They're still trying to win. They haven't given up on this game yet. We're still playing ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by a
Did not want him to lead him that far. Wanted to split that zone. Didn't work that time. A little bit inconsistent still yet, but Zach Wilson, he's made the throws he's had to make. This game, with 31 seconds, this game is over.
Maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey,
we took our shot.
Than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Tannehill. Pass caught, Miller. And now Miller hit.
Oh! And we get, okay, nice fumble recovery. All right, forced the fumble, recovery. Okay. Very nice. That's why you need playmakers for plays just like that.
And now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
There it is. Elijah Moore, another touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
That's exactly what we wanted.
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
6 touchdowns on the year in 4 games. Yes.
Take it in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives
very
him a
nice.
comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster,
3 seconds left on the clock. 48 points on the board. Yes.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughton. This is
all right. Let's go check. Okay, so checking out the stats. Corey Davis ended up with over 100 yards. Zach Wilson for 294.
So long from MetLife Stadium.
Let's check out and see what we did here. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 294 yards. Not bad. Michael Carter, 137 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's huge. That's huge. He might be a 76. He came into the game a 76. He might be a 77 now. Todd Gurley, solid performance. 9 yards a carry. Very nice. Zach Wilson had a 19-yard scamper and a fumble, but still had a 19-yard scamper. Elijah Moore, 8 catches, 129 yards for 2 touchdowns. Corey Davis, over 100 yards and 6 receptions. Mims scored a touchdown. Okay. We don't spread the ball around very much, but we do make some things happen. Avery Williamson, only 1 sack all day. That's disgusting. No interceptions. Oh, I don't even want to look at that. Okay. So very good. We're going to go back and take a look at the impact of some of our draft moves. I'm going to show you just what kind of picks we have. And, oh, okay. So Denzel Mims is now at 75. Very nice. I'm going to level him up as a route runner. I want him more efficient within this game. I definitely do. Because I want him and a nice solid rotation between Elijah Moore and Denzel Mims. And Denzel, you know, he's going to come in and play for Corey Davis sometimes. Sometimes he's going to play for Elijah Moore. And sometimes he'll be coming in for Berrios. Yeah, we made the trade. We had an opportunity to get some draft picks. We traded away Keelan Cole and Crowder. And we just got a ton of 2nd and 3rd round draft picks. And we traded away Fant too. So we opened up some cap room and got a ton of draft picks along that way. And we'll be taking a look at, so I want to explain the draft strategy. I want you to take a look at the picks. So right now, we don't know. This is if it ended today. They're saying Seattle would be a top 10 pick. We would be picking right around 28th. We're doing pretty good in the season. Okay, we got a couple of 2nd round picks. I traded our 2nd round draft pick away earlier in the season to get a few players like Cole Kmet. We got a corner from Chicago. We got, we added a little bit both offensively and defensively. I felt that if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have any type of chance at all. Okay, but we were able to make a trade with Crowder and get a second-round draft pick back. We traded a few other players away. Keelan Cole got a third-round draft pick. Fant, we got a third-round draft pick for. And we ended up getting some lower-round draft picks as well. Just moving some guys around and getting some picks. I mean, right now we are looking solid. But here we go. So I'm looking at, I only want really to take one guy in the third round. I really want to see how many top 50. I want to focus on the top 50 picks in the draft. How many picks can we get in the top 50? That's really what my focus is. We've got the fourth round picks. Are probably going to package up a fourth and a fifth to try to move to the second and maybe even a sixth to try to get, so I want to trade up with a third and probably two number threes, right? And then I want to try to package a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth to get back up in that top 50 as well. Well, we might not have a lot of picks because I feel like I can trade, maybe package two sixth-round draft picks together and get back up into the fifth round if I needed to. Maybe to give us a little bit more depth in our draft, but we need playmakers. We're not looking. Last year, we added a ton of players for foundation. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of backups. We need starting caliber talent. And you're going to find that in the first three rounds, especially in the top 50 picks. Okay, we're going to take a look at the draft class coming out. I'm going to explain to you why I see. Now, we don't know what the 2022 draft is really going to look like, but we've made a draft board here. Got prospects. Oh, yes. Okay, so Spencer Rattler, Sam Howell, Trevor Penning, and Thibodeau. So I'm probably... Okay, so I'm going to... We are... So in real life, the Jets will probably have a top 4 pick. We will probably be able to get either Thibodeau, although Thibodeau, he could go. It just depends if quarterback goes number 1 and 2, or if they value quarterback over any other position, then it'll be probably Sam Howell and Rattler. But if they go pure playmakers, these are the two best players in the draft, Thibodeau and Derek Stingley. These guys are better than everybody. And then you have Godzilla down there in Georgia. Jordan Davis. This kid's, 6'6", 361 pounds, and they've clocked him running down running backs from behind at 20 miles an hour. That is just insane. And it's not just him. Winfrey out of Oklahoma, very solid player. But as far as the most dominant, just playmaking defensive players in the draft, yeah, it's those three. It's Thibodeau, Stringley, and Godzilla down there in Georgia. There's no question. After that, you've got Justin Ross, solid playmaking wide receiver. I think he's going to be good day one. He was good as a freshman for Clemson. He played extremely well. Does have some injuries though, but played extremely well. Justin Ross is a week 1 ready wide receiver. He's just got that much talent. He looked NFL as a freshman in college for Clemson. Kyle Hamilton, everybody knows about him. Best strong safety in the draft. 6'4", 223. I mean, that's just insane. Carson Strong, a little known quarterback out of Nevada, gaining a lot of... He could end up the number 1 pick. I'm going to be honest with you. With some of the throws that he makes, he's from a small school, but with some of the throws that he makes, he could elevate to a number 1 spot. Definitely a top 10 player. And then you've got Evan Neal. Big time playmaker. We definitely need more production from our tight end spot. But down in here, let's go to left tackle. Right here. I'm probably going to butcher this last name, but Daniel Felali. 6'9", 335. Oh my God. Could you imagine him and Becton on the same offensive line? We would have just massive, massive playmakers. We could put Becton, because I'm thinking about drafting Trevor Pennington, moving Becton to right guard, and then taking this Daniel Felali from Minnesota, 6'9", 395 pounds, and putting him at right tackle. We'll take a couple of tackles in the first round and add 1,000 pounds to our offensive line because we're still adding 360 with Mekhi Becton, moving him from left tackle to right guard. And then you got the 395 pounds with Felali and Trevor Penning, playing a little left tackle. Really thinking about that. We'll see how the draft unfolds, but that is something that I'm contemplating. And I really want to add Godzilla. There is no question about it. He is my favorite player in the draft. I mean, anytime you get a 360-pound guy who is that fast and that athletic, I'm all about it. I'm all for it. Absolutely. I don't know how long he'll last, but every game he plays, he's going to help the team without question. Jordan Davis, just an immense prospect. So we could be looking at the possibility of a Felali, because I definitely want to add Felali no matter what. And then, he's not just big. He does have the talent. And we could definitely use Jordan Davis. Absolutely. Is Felali definitely, undoubtedly, necessary? We need the size. To be able to run today, you're going to have an astronomical offensive lineman. And astronomical offensive linemen are coming out in the draft, so why not put them all together? Train them up and get them going. And we have no playmakers. So, yeah, we'll be looking early. We might be looking at a Seven Banks out of Ohio State. Okay? Now, in real life, I would be looking at Derek Stingley. Okay? But with how we're playing in our Madden season, we're not going to have a top 5 pick. If we end up with a top 5 pick, I 100% add Derek Stingley. Not unless they want to trade down and add a bunch of future draft picks, and then in the low first round add a guy, maybe like trade, have 3 picks, trade for an extra pick next year, an extra first round draft pick for 2022. If you trade down 3 times and you just keep moving draft picks, if we end up with a extra 2 first round draft picks for the next 3 years and have 5 consecutive years of 2 first round draft picks, I definitely think that's better than just adding 1 player. I do. For our franchise and how we are looking, I definitely think 2 first round draft picks is needed. When Joe Douglas came in, I think he cut too much talent too early. We have immense problems in our linebacking core. Why we didn't keep somebody, even if we wanted them to play for less. Right? You can talk to people. You can work contracts out. Avery Williamson, why did we let him go? Solid football player. I know he got hurt, but it felt like the first time a guy went down, you just absolutely get rid of him, right? He wasn't a Joe Douglas guy, and I felt like a lot of people that are here, if they weren't, you know, drafted by Joe Douglas, or, you know, when you have a regime change, it is the absolute worst thing for a franchise, because these guys are, you know, guys like Joe Douglas, and, you know, they're all fighting over who's going to get the glory. And that seems to be more important than actually winning. You know, Leonard Williams, look at, you know, Quentin Williams would have developed a lot better next to a veteran like Leonard Williams. We kind of lost a year with Quentin Williams. I mean, he developed, and he's playing well, but he's not playing up to what we thought he would. But a lot of times in New York, I think that's kind of the way it goes. A lot of things get said, and players get demoralized because, you know, people are too critical. You know, you can get 5 sacks over the course of 8 games, and they'll say, hey, so you got a sack a game for 5, but why didn't you get a sack a game for the other 3? I mean, that's just New York, right? But, yeah, so even in real life, you know, the possibility of adding Stingley would be immense, right? But do I think Sevyn Banks is a good football player? I do. And I think he, honestly, day one, I think Sevyn Banks, week 1 next year, is better than Bryce Hall. Bottom line. Or even Mr. Elam from Florida. Week 1, I think he's better next year. In the 2022 season, I think he's better than Bryce Hall. Okay, Eccles is turning into a heck of a football player. Michael Carter is doing a good, solid job. I'm not saying he's great, but both those players are going to come back a lot better. We need a number 1 corner. Now, the best thing to do is grab a guy like Stingley, but I'm not sure, you know, Stingley, he might have some people surrounding him to where when it comes to re-signing him, when it comes to working with him, he may not be approachable by a friend. He might not be a good locker room guy. I'm going to be honest with you. With everything that is surrounding him, and, you know, you've seen players that hang in certain cliques, they don't necessarily turn into good locker room guys because of who they're hanging around with, you know. And we are trying to build and establish a locker room, a franchise. I don't think Stingley is the player for us. I think Stingley is a player that needs to go to, you know, a Jacksonville, or someone that is, their franchise is just going in another direction. Somewhere where they will allow him to be flashy. Okay? I don't have any problem with anybody being flashy, but we can get a good player in Roger McCreary. We can get a good player in Career Elam or Sevyn Banks, honestly, and we can trade down and add lots of talent in future drafts. We don't need picks this year. We've got plenty. I wouldn't want any more picks this year. I want everything to the future. Let's enhance the Jets as a franchise for years to come. If we end up with like the number 4 pick overall, I'm looking, yes, to get a first round draft pick for next year. And so let's say we trade down from 4 to 8. Well, that's a first round pick for next year. And maybe, you know, you might get a second round pick for this year, but really I want to maximize what I can get for the pick, right? So the longer you wait, the more quality you're going to get. So if we don't take anything this year, because we're coming in with picks, we don't need a lot of picks. We don't. So if we wait for picks until next year, we could end up with a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or maybe a pair of 1s. I mean, you come out, you trade down to number 8 from 4, and you come out of it with 2 number 1s, and you're looking pretty good. Okay? You are definitely, it doesn't matter necessarily. There's still a first round draft pick is a first round draft pick. It doesn't necessarily have to be a top 10 pick, because a team was going to use that pick to get better, to elevate their franchise. Even at 32, you can elevate your franchise. It takes a lot more work. You got to do a lot more homework. You got to, and on a Super Bowl team, it's a little easier. But it's still a first-round draft pick. It can still be traded for future picks. It can and is still valued as a first-round draft pick. The Jets need picks, bottom line. They need to add first-round talent. We don't have enough of it. In previous draft classes, basically, if you weren't in the Mekhi Becton draft, it doesn't seem like they're too interested in keeping a lot of the players that came before. And that's going to make it tough. So the best thing that we can do, previous regimes, you look at the I know I'm showing my age here a little bit, but back in the 90s, the Dallas Cowboys, they did the same thing. They got rid of a bunch of guys, they traded them away, they got a bunch of picks. But they didn't use those draft picks just to draft players. They traded down. Okay? Sometimes they traded up, they traded up, down, and all around and generated a bunch of picks with the draft that they got, right? So you can't just trade a player for one pick because the pick is not going to be as good as that player. Maybe someday, but not as a rookie, right? And then guys get hurt. And then it seems like once you try to replace a veteran with a rookie, guys are getting hurt. This is happening. That's happening. See, things just don't seem to go well. So what I would do, and what's worked in the past for teams like the Dallas Cowboys, is you take the pick that you traded a player for, and you're not necessarily trying to replace that player with a rookie. You trade down, continue to add picks into the future, not for this year. But you're still getting a pick for this year. You're just trading that pick down. Yeah, you get a lower, but if you do your job, you can get solid football players even in the third, fourth, fifth round. The draft classes are getting better. Much better every year. There's a little bit more depth. It's about 4 or 5 more guys every year that the draft is increasing in depth. This year there's more superstar talent than I've seen in a long time. There's some players that could really be superstars. You really go up and down. I see at least 5 quarterbacks that might go, some of them might go in the third round. You take a Malik Willis out of Liberty. You ever really watch this young man play? I know he plays for Liberty, but turn on the game film. Just turn it on. His talent is unbelievable. And it's just, even when he plays ACC teams, he elevates Liberty. The only reason why you know Liberty as a college, if Malik Willis was not there, we would not be talking about Liberty right now. Let's just put it like that. Even Matt Corral, I know he throws a lot of interceptions, but the talent, you can definitely see the talent. Slavis, I think he is a slower release. I definitely think he's at least a third or fourth round pick. Desmond Ritter, there is some draft. Or there is some depth in the draft at quarterback. Desmond Ritter, I think he's a solid quarterback. There's nothing wrong with Desmond Ritter. And I think, with games still left to play, he could elevate. He has a chance to elevate his draft stock in a college playoff if they make it. Yeah. So how Spencer Rattler? Spencer Rattler, his arm talent is undeniable. So I think that a team in the top 5 will definitely take a chance. I don't know if either one of these guys are going to go number 1. Sam Howell, he's had a lot of good years throughout his, he looks a lot like Baker Mayfield. Everybody's comparing him to Baker Mayfield. Carson Strong, I honestly, he's that 6'4", 217 pounds, with a cannon of an arm, and he's accurate. So I think Carson Strong could end up, he's just a classic NFL style quarterback, and I think he could, definitely get into the top 10. Honestly, I think there's 4 top 10 quarterbacks here. with a possibility of Desmond Ritter getting in there. We could see as many as 5 quarterbacks go with a talent, at least, to go in the top 10 because of the importance of the position. Now, is there 5 teams in the top 10 of the draft that really need quarterbacks? Not really. Not really. Not unless, they get tied. I mean, you could see the Lions. I mean, the Lions have a quarterback in Jared Goff. You might not like it. You might not agree with it, but they do have a quarterback. So they don't necessarily have to take a quarterback, although I think it's the best for the franchise at some point. I don't necessarily think if you're going to develop a quarterback, you don't necessarily have to go into the first round of this year's draft. This draft is absolutely action-packed with plenty of talent. This young man out of Boston College, okay? I'm going to butcher his last name, but Phil Jurkovec, right? Kid can play. You ever turn on the Boston College tape? This young man, he can play football. He can extend the play. He's accurate down the field. He can throw it at every single range, whether it's short, medium, long, no matter what you want him to do. You want him to throw the hashes, you want him to throw the flags, you want him to throw the whatever you want him to do, he can do. You give someone like Phil Jurkovec from Boston College 2 years to develop, he's going to be a solid NFL quarterback. And I mean solid. And he's 6'4", 226 pounds. His sack breaking ability is off the charts. But I do think he needs a couple of years. So as a 4th or 5th round draft pick, I mean, you could get a steal and let him sit. Desmond Ritter, if he ever fell in the draft, I would be all over Desmond Ritter. In the 3rd round, I mean, if it's the 3rd round and I'm the Detroit Lions and I've picked a whole bunch of playmakers, would I take a Desmond Ritter on my team? Absolutely. Absolutely. Malik Willis, if he somehow fell out of the 1st round and was in the 2nd round, oh my God, I would be all over him. There's no way I let him go anywhere else. Now, a lot of teams, because of the drafts, they've been loaded with quarterbacks for the last 4 years. A lot of teams don't need quarterbacks. Does Carolina stick with Cam Newton? I think that's going to be an interesting storyline. And if they draft anybody behind him to study with him, okay, it'll be interesting to see how does Carolina stick it out with Sam Darnold? Do they look for options? All that will be very, very interesting moving forward. Just to see how many players really, I mean, how many quarterbacks can you really take every year? You could see some you're already seeing former 1st round draft picks on the bench, right? You don't normally see that. You're always going to have your late round gem who's going to get an opportunity, Michael White style. And he's either going to perform well or he's not, or he's going to do a little bit of both. And that's what we've seen with Michael White. You're always going to have them stories. And then, does Big Ben come back? So I think Pittsburgh could look for, a quarterback. I think you could see, a few certain teams. Mason Rudolph, I don't think he looks like a starter at all. I think he would have shown that. And he's a player that coming out of the draft I thought would. But I have not seen him elevate his game through the years. I see him coming in. He's getting a little bit better by a little bit better, but, I don't know how much work he's putting in on his own to do, to elevate his game. But these 3 right here, and really 4. I think Malik Willis could be the best quarterback in the draft. I really do. Spencer Rattler. If Spencer Rattler was in Liberty, I don't know if Spencer Rattler does what Malik Willis does. In the same spot, in the same position, for the same amount of time. I think Malik Willis would still be the starter. I really do. I think Malik Willis is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. By far. I am more impressed with him than anyone. Sam, I in the past I've been high, very high on Sam Howell. I'm still high. I still think he's a good quarterback. But when you turn on the tape for Malik Willis, Malik is just outstanding. And I'm very high on Spencer Rattler. I think his arm talent is undeniable. You look at his close window throws, they're unbelievable. He does some things that, you don't see quarterbacks do in college. But it's in what I don't like is he flashes extreme ability, and then he'll play like a college quarterback the very next play. But his potential is unbelievable. Spencer Rattler, oh my God, he has an enormous amount of potential. But with Rattler, you are talking potential. Okay, with Sam Howell, what I think it is there is he might not have the potential of a Rattler or a Malik Willis to go as high and as far, but I think he's a high floor quarterback. You're going to get if you're looking for a week one starter, Sam Howell will probably be the most consistent quarterback in this year's draft. It doesn't mean he's going to be as good as some of the other players. Some of the other players may have a stronger progression than he has. They may eventually surpass him. But if you're looking for somebody just to distribute the football for week one next year, Sam Howell's your guy. If you're looking for the future prospect that's going to compete with, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and, high caliber quarterbacks, you're looking for Rattler and Malik Willis. Carson Strong, he's interesting. I think somebody's going to take a shot with him. We'll see how he does. I think he needs a year. I think he would need a year to develop. And if he got that year to develop, I think he would be amazing. He'd be a great fit in Pittsburgh where, maybe, Big Ben could teach him for a year. And at this point in Big Ben's career, he has really nothing to lose by teaching a young guy. I think he's played enough football to where, he's not really... Eventually, he's going to have to hang up the cleats. And I think he knows that. I think he's just extending his career for a few more years. And I don't think he's even going to mind... I don't think it's going to be like a bother to him. I think he would, willingly take a Carson Strong underneath his wing and help him out for a year. And that's going to wrap up the show. Hey, we beat the Titans this week. We're developing our football team right now and accelerating into the free agency and the draft. We cleared a bunch of cap room, and we got a bunch of draft picks, and we're still winning. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And this is Alpha 26 Gaming 26, where it's game time all the time. Thank you for watching.